Yo, what's up? Hope you guys doing great. And today I'm gonna cover all of the features that we have in Menzaro's faction panel, right? So you have two types of panels: faction management panel, which is for staff, and leaders panel for faction members. Now let's go through the features. We got faction, bank, territory control, recruitment, bounty, board, faction perks, faction wars, faction alliances, faction drops, playtime, weapon registry, name tags, activity tracking, and faction chat. Alright, so if you type /FM panel, this panel will appear for you, and this is the one for the admins, right? And staff. You got faction tab, war tab, alliances, drops, bounties, territory, punishments, and settings, right? Let's start with settings. So this is for the playtime. For example, you can search a player by their ID, you can see their playtime, and you can adjust it. And that's how you update their playtime, right? Also, purge all the claim drops, and it's gonna give you custom notifications that also comes with the menu. Purge deleted weapons, purge all the updated logs, and all of that shit. The punishments is basically your log system. Like over here, you can see I created some stuff, like I strike the faction, a leader added, I removed the leader, you feel me? Like they added money and all of that, right? Then you got the territory, which you can add and control by the configs, right? And then you have the bounties, which is the leaders of the factions can set, but you as an admin can see. And then you have the drops over here, right? And once you create it, you can change, like check the faction who wants it and all of that. But we're gonna get back to that later when we create a faction. And then you have the alliances, war between a faction and two, and then creating the faction. Let's create a faction real quick. I'm gonna call it 82 Menzaro. You can choose what type of it: gang, mafia, cartel, MCU, others. So we're gonna start with gang. I'm gonna put it on tier 1, right? And then we're gonna create another faction. We're going to call it 72 Menzaro, right? And we're gonna put it on mafia, right? We'll put that one on tier 0. Alright, so we have two, so we can go through all of the settings. Let's start with 82 Menzaro, right? You as a faction management or developer, you can go through all of this menu and can assign leaders. You can assign a strike, like I'll be like idiots, right? And once you do that, it should be logged in the punishment. Strike added, you feel me? For 82 Menzaro. And it shows also in the faction over here that they got strike, right? Now you can assign a leader, like for example, I'm gonna assign my server ID. Now Dev Menzaro is the leader, right? You get that notification, the custom one, and the auxlib. That's also optional. Like everything that you see over here, you can turn on and off, right? Then you go through the members, you can see their members and the ranks. You can see the weapons that you register through a serial over here, right? You can see how much money they got in their bank, their activity, how many is online, and their activity and all of that. You can change the faction type, or you can promote or demote, right? And the last one is disbanding the faction, right? Now let's move to the leaders panel. All right, you as a leader, this is what you have over here. You can type an announcement, like you can make an announcement. You can see your strikes. There is the bank system. I'm pretty sure you've never seen that one in a faction panel before, but there is a reason why you have a bank system, right? Let's deposit a little bit of cash real quick, all right? And it logs who deposit and withdraw. Like if I also withdraw, it's gonna show, right? This is important for two things: the drops and the perks, right? We're gonna create a drop soon, but let's skip drops for now, right? And then we can see the territories, the recruitment, like I can make a recruitment application and all of that. And then we can create a bounty. We got the perks. This has never been seen in a faction panel before. And this is highly customizable. You, as the developer, can add as many perks as you want. Now, for example, if I buy this one, like everyone who is in my faction, his playtime is going to be reduced by 1 hour, right? I can buy it. I can increase the faction member capacity by 10. Like there's a lot of stuff that you can buy, right? And the beauty of it, this code is provided to you in a config that you can tweak and change everything that you want and even add more perks, right? Then we got the alliances, the weapons, and the wars, the active wars, and those gonna be assigned only by faction management or staff, right? And then you have the activity panel, right? Now let's go through the name tag real quick, and then we're gonna get back to some stuff, right? So if you do /name tags, this is gonna pop up. You can change your default colors, right? Because some people gonna appear like unknown, and some people like gonna appear as a faction, ally, market, affiliate, and there's the default color. If you want to see your own name tag, you can enable this. You can change what's it called, like the font. Let's keep it as it is, and you can change your name. Let's do Menzaro the second again, and save changes. Now if you do tag names, Here it is, Menzaro II. If you don't introduce yourself to other players, they're gonna appear as unknown. Like over here, everything is explained in the README. You have Mark, this is Mark's target, you got the meat, that's the one that is gonna show, set affiliation, you got the faction chat, you got the faction online members. Like there's a lot of commands, I don't want to go through all of them, right? So let's do a faction drop real quick so you guys understand how it works, right? So if we go to the FiveM panel over here and we do drops, let's create a new one, right? And this one can be specified, right, to specific factions, and also you put a price and you can tweak the items that they get, right? So in tier 0, it's in the config that you don't get nothing, but in tier 1, you can choose one of those pistols, right, to give them. And I'm gonna give them like a pistol MK2, the drugs I didn't add any in tier 1, and then ammo-9 maybe. Then there's the tab for others, right, and stuff, and then you can put a price on it, right? So I created it for 5,000, it says pending, they didn't claim it, right? So if I go back to my leader panel and I go to drops, here it is. I have to pay for it. How can I pay for it? From this bank account, the faction bank account. So if I claim it, here it is, and I got the items in my inventory. Pistol and the 1 bullet. I don't want to go through all of the features because I'm not aiming to make like 20 minutes video, but everything that you're looking for is basically in the README. It's gonna tell you how to do everything. It's compatible for ESX, QBCore, Aux inventory, QB inventory, right? And if you go over here, it's gonna tell you everything that you need to do, even the load order, everything, like basically everything, bro. Basically everything. So I'm not gonna go through all of it. Try to cover the main features. I don't want to show everything, but you already get the idea. And yeah, the launching price is going to be $25. And with that being said, hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test.